Hey guys, welcome back to Board Watch. I'm Brian.
And I'm Joey.
And we are getting to the end of Season 5 right now. We're going to be watching 9 and 10 right now. So, you've had a few days to kind of let Hard Home sink in.
Man, that was such a crazy episode. I know, like, a lot of, like, the thought has to be around, like, what are the people going to say when John gets there, but I almost don't care. It's like, there's such a threat. It's like, I wouldn't even care if I was like, I don't give a fuck what anyone thinks here.
Right.
I have a huge army, so you guys need to listen. So, I don't even think he needs to worry about, like, because I'm sure they'll make that a part of it, like, people not listening to him, people not trusting still.
Right.
But honestly, if I was him, I was like, anybody who doesn't want to listen, you're going to be in jail.
And obviously the wildlings are on his side. Cause
because
he just saved their ass.
Yeah, no, they're going to be, like, loyal to him, too, hopefully, so...
Yeah.
But yeah, they have to figure out very, very fast what the fuck they're gonna do.
And Tormund had his back. Like you were very wary about Tormund
because he does a good job
going to Hard Home.
No, I don't think.
But like once they got to Hard Home, like Tormund was like,
thank God.
Yeah.
Because he really knew though. I think he really went through some stuff before with Mance that like showed him what the whites.
And he also pointed out the fact that when Mance Rayder died, he was originally being burned at the stake, but it was Jon Snow's mercy.
That saved him. Yeah, that did help him a lot, honestly.
Yeah, because Jon was kind of being stupid initially with the wildlings, where it's like, where's Mance? Jon's like, he died. The other guy's like, how? Jon's like, I put an arrow through his heart.
Yeah,
don't be coy like that.
Yeah, don't be all like.
Just say like
he was waiting to be saved too. Thank God he got saved.
It's just like, what are you doing?
And then he paused, and he's like. Just staring and like, oh my God, you're gonna say something, John?
Like, these people
say
want
that
to
you
come
saved
kill
them,
you.
They're gonna kill you.
That.
You can't just. He put the balls on the floor, just straight.
I mean, maybe that was just for
cinematic purposes.
Yeah,
yeah. I hate to think that because I always thought no. It's
well, it wasn't in the book.
Oh,
because like I said, they mentioned Hard Home. Righty. They mentioned Hard Home, but
George R. didn't make that decision at least.
They mentioned Hard Home, but Jon wasn't there. So.
Yeah, he needed to not do that because he was about to get. Yeah, that was really bad for him. For especially with Thins in there.
Yeah. So.
Freaking what?
It is what it is.
Wildlings. Motley crew.
Anyway, yeah. So excited for finishing out the season.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see all the different curves that have been thrown in these last two episodes. It's 9 right now.
Episode 9,
which is never good, and I just thought about that. But hey.
Hey,
I'm just as innocent going into this one. I've not learned enough to not be like hesitant. I'm just like, hey, I'm sorry.
You know what? Whatever.
Go into it. Yeah.
You're just gonna be like you're getting stone cold. You're just like, fuck it.
What else could they do to me at this point? That's what I'm like. I'm just like, and what else?
Right.
Yeah.
So, all right, cool. Let's get into it.
Oh, this is. Oh my God, what's his name's about to come and fuck shit up right now. Wow, how did he sound up like that?
Open the gates. You have a good heart, Jon Snow. It'll get us all killed.
Who makes these pieces for these different kings? Whoever's in business with that is making pretty good money.
Yeah.
Making these little figurines and put on the
Had some healthy horses and a few knights to guard you. I'm sending you back to Castle Black. Tell the Lord Commander his king commands him to send food, supplies, fresh horses. In return, when I take the throne, I'll make sure the Night's Watch has all the men it requires. You can guard all 19 castles on the wall if you so wishes.
Your Grace, perhaps Queen Silice and Princess Shireen could accompany me.
My family stays with me.
At least let me take Shireen. The siege is no place for a little girl.
My family stays with me.
I made you something, Princess. Do you like it?
He's beautiful. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Will you make me a doe too? So that he can have company?
Of course I will.
But But why am I getting a present?
Because you deserve it. My son was always on me, trying to teach me to read. Gods, I was stubborn about it. Made it this far without reading. Seemed to me I could make it to the grave. Wish I'd listened to him.
You received a threatening message. The princess's necklace in the jaws of the viper.
That necklace was stolen from my room.
This bitch needs to get executed. Why is she drinking? What is he doing? He's a dumbass.
The last meal before the beheading.
Oh, I can't behead you. Many in Dorne want war. But I've seen war. I've seen the bodies piled on the battlefields. I've seen the orphans starving in the cities. I don't want to lead my people into that hell.
No, you want to break bread with the Lannisters.
What the fuck is she doing talking? Man, that's so frustrating that guy's allowing that.
Your father understood the importance of keeping Dorne in the fold. With Oberyn gone, Trystane will take his place on the small council.
You have my word.
The word of a kingslayer.
What
No
in the...
wonder you can't stand. You have no spine.
You are mother to 4 of my nieces, girls I love very much. For their sake, I hope you live a long and happy life. Speak to me that way again, and you won't.
Thank you. Something.
Prince Trystane here is a man of mercy. He's agreed to grant you your freedom.
I'm glad to hear it. Pie looks good.
There was one condition. Perhaps some soup instead.
Go! You did? Go!
What is she doing?
Go!
Hello?
Oh man, Tramp. Oh, she needed to chill.
Too old.
What the fuck is wrong with this guy? Wow. Let's kill him already, Arya.
Do you have what I want or not?
Of course.
Good.
What? The fuck?
You can swear your allegiance to me now. Or you can die.
There you go.
I believe in second chances. I don't believe in third chances.
If you had to choose between Rhaenyra and Hagar, who would you have chosen?
I wouldn't have chosen either. It's all the choosing sides that made everything so horrible.
Sometimes a person has to choose. Sometimes the world forces his hand.
Is there any way I can help?
Yes, there is.
Good, I want to.
Son of a bitch.
Forgive me.
Wow, it's gonna be public? Shut the fuck up, they're gonna burn her? What the fuck?
Where's my father? I want to see my father.
It will all be over soon, princess.
Where's my father? No, you can't do this! Father, where are you? Please, let me see my father! Father, where are you? Don't let her do this! Please, let go! Let me see my father! Where are you, please?
It's what the Lord wants.
Please!
It's a good thing.
No! Mother!
I
Mother!
can't.
There's no other way. She's king's blood.
Please,
Lord of Light, protect us!
please! Father!
The night is dark and full of
Father,
terrors!
please! Father! Father, don't do this, please! Father, no, please! Please help! Don't do this!
They're really burning her? They're really burning her. Are you serious? Oh my god. Oh my god. He really fucking burned her. Oh, it's so fucking dark. Oh. What the heck? Who the fuck can like Stannis after that? Who could...
Hashtag fuck Stannis forever.
Dude, I was already there. What? I really thought Davos was gonna save her. Wow.
He sent Davos to Castle
I
Black.
know, but I thought he was gonna be staying around or something. Wow.
Protect your queen! Replace! Replace! Come with me! I know my out! I know my out!
Oh shit. Don't touch her. Don't touch her. Oh, okay. I was like, he didn't touch her with both hands. Oh, good job, Tyrion. Oh, he saved Sunday.
Stay close.
Is Drogon? Yeah! Yeah! I'm so hoping Drogon fucking comes. Fucking kill all of them. Yeah. Mother of dragons. Oh yeah, this is a bad thing. Oh, that's so sick. Oh, he's not even on this one. That's so sick. He's on his side. Oh, that's so sick. She rode a dragon. She's riding a dragon. That's so bad. riding it, and Drogon back. He saved her. I was so happy Drogon came back.
Yep. Woo.
Thank God, in the nick of time.
So I would say not all episode 9s are bad, but that wouldn't be completely true.
Oh yeah, I mean that's fucked up.
Yeah.
Fuck Stannis forever. Forever.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's so fucked up.
So what do you want to talk about first? Do you want to talk about Stannis?
Yeah,
or
let's get that out of the way.
All right. Well.
Oh man, I was so mad about that. I really thought Davos was gonna intervene.
Well, Davos had already left.
I know, but you never know.
Yeah.
Because it didn't show him leaving.
Yeah.
Could have been like he hasn't left yet. Could have been he just didn't leave at all and was like trying to like save. I just really did not think that it was gonna be fucking. She really got burned, man.
Yeah. So FLGSC wants to know: do you think Stannis' sacrifice will work? And,
yeah.
Okay. So yeah, because there's two possibilities: either it doesn't work or it does work. What happens in either of those situations?
It works and he takes Winterfell.
Okay. And it doesn't work and
Melisandre still's walking. Oh, and Littlefinger comes through.
Okay. So either way, Winterfell's still getting taken. So
yes.
then it's just
this next episode probably.
This next episode. Okay. So either the sacrifice worked, it holds the snow at bay a little bit.
Yeah.
And then okay, cool. Destiny Martinez wants to know, out of all of the season, episode 9 so far, where does this one rank? So you've got
probably ahead of Blackwater, but behind Red Wedding and behind
Ned's death and Watchers on the Wall.
What happened to Watchers on the Wall?
That was like the whole battle at the wall where Ygritte died.
Oh yeah. That was episode 9 too, huh?
Yeah, that was episode 9.
Yeah, probably behind, in front of that too. So it'd probably go like Red Wedding, Ned's death,
this, Watchers on the
Wall, then Blackwater.
Okay.
Man, that's so sad she died.
You were already predicting that he was going to sacrifice her, but you thought that she was gonna kind of get away.
I really didn't call for her dying in my head.
That's
why even still watching, I was like, nah, she's gonna get saved.
So Bobneet Coley wants your you're saying Stannis is probably most at fault for this. I mean, over Selyse and Melisandre, because Melisandre's just following. Oh, yeah.
Following what? Melisandre's following what? Exactly.
The visions that she's seeing. If it works,
for 100%, it's Stannis is the most. I say Melisandre is still pretty close behind.
Well, yeah, no, like don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that she's.
And then Selyse is probably like third. Well,
she at least was showing remorse.
Surprisingly, at the end,
Finally.
Oh my god, I didn't see that either. And then Stannis was the one like it's important.
Yeah, and he was just like standing there, just absolutely.
What a son of a bitch! If Davos still follows him after, that says something about Davos. He needs to go back to the Night's Watch. If I was Davos,
he's already going to the Night's. Like okay.
Yeah, go back or just find out about it somehow and stay there.
Okay.
Either way, I would not fuck. I would just stay there and not fuck with Stannis anymore. Fuck Stannis. He can't stand behind Stannis anymore at this point.
Okay.
And if he doesn't have the balls to try to kill Stannis and Melisandre, then he needs to just stay the fuck away from them. He doesn't need to help them.
So you've already said who you think will win if things subside, but who do you want to win between Stannis and Boltons?
Oh, well, I don't think the Boltons will win no matter what. I know the Boltons are in a fall, so it's really Stannis or
no. That's what I was saying. You're saying that like
technically, I'd want the Boltons to lose to Littlefinger,
but not to Stannis.
No, I don't need Sansa getting burned or any crazy shit or anything like that. No, and fuck Stannis now too. So I don't want them to lose to. I want Stannis to lose to the Boltons and the Boltons to lose to Littlefinger.
But you think if the winter does subside, that Stannis will win anyway?
Yeah,
but so there's what you want and what you think will happen.
I think Littlefinger could still take out Stannis too.
Okay.
And make it look good to Tommen, because he's like, I just took out your guys' main competition.
Well, that's what he was also telling Cersei. Yeah. He was just like, there's this thing that's going to happen, I can come in and...
Exactly, yeah. So I hope that happens.
Alright.
So fuck the Boltons still. And then it would look really good for him with Sansa, which is fucked up, but still, because then he, saved her again.
So, this was another thing that
My legs are so sore. A side note for that.
Oh my god!
Amazing Race.
Still
Anyway,
sore
sorry.
from that. This was another thing that book readers didn't know about.
This.
It was Shireen.
Shireen dying, really?
Yeah.
This hasn't happened in the book world yet?
Right.
Oh, I'm so sorry, guys.
Apparently,
You guys have to
George
go
R.
back.
R. Martin had told like once they started getting close to the books, he started telling them, you know, kind of where things were going and like which plot lines were important and stuff like that. So he told them a few spoilers, you know, a couple of big events, and this was like the first.
Wow. So book readers are even super surprised.
Yeah,
wow.
like this. That was just really fucking tough to watch. There's some reactors that can't even watch the Daenerys scene. They have to like pause for like a good like 10 minutes before going, because like you'd think that would be like the end of the episode, like the show.
No, seriously, I was just like, when I was sitting there, I was like, I can't believe it really burned. Like, that's so crazy.
But then it just goes like right into Daenerys.
Yeah.
And you don't even like have time to cope with it.
Because it's like, oh yeah, I instantly, because a lot in the show is like either they're going to be this way or they're for sure they're going to be this way. So I already saw that being a possibility. I just really didn't think it fucking happened. So once I saw it happen, I'm like, alright, so this is what Stannis is going to be now. That sucks though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's bullshit. Thank God I didn't have to like watch her on fire. Like if they didn't do like CGI or something. I like when they cut away from shit. It's surprising the shit they don't cut away from.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, we're not cutting away from this though.
Yeah.
But luckily they cut away from her.
Yeah. That's as far as like deplorable acts so far in the show, this is up there.
Man, he burned his daughter
His
alive.
own freaking like
His daughter,
like, yeah.
his only daughter, his only child.
I mean, arguably like one of the worst.
And
the worst thing.
The only reason she had even had Grayscale in the first place was because of him too. He's done the two most horrendous things that's happened during her life, technically.
Well, he
I know it wasn't his fault.
It was,
but still.
yeah. Well, yeah, because he was a new father, and like this merchant was taking advantage of a new father, and blah blah blah. So he bought a doll that Shireen really liked. Didn't know was going to give her Grayscale. But
Yeah, I don't know. Still though, it's his fault that anybody hates her anyways to begin with.
Yeah.
Oh man, fuck Stannis though.
So, but you did. What about the other two, Selyse and Melisandre?
Fuck Selyse and fuck Melisandre, the whole group.
Even though Selyse,
a whole lot. Fuck her. Ben fuck
well,
her.
okay.
She didn't make up for it. She put up a mild fight. I'll give it that. She didn't even continue to fight at the end. She was just like broken. Like she fought to get away from Stannis.
Well, once Shireen stopped screaming, what could
she
she
didn't even
do?
stop the screaming though. And I'm saying she already stopped before she even fully got burned. Like she was still yelling, "Mother, stop, please!" And she was just getting held by the guys up more than back. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it didn't really look like they were holding her back. They were like she was like gonna pass out, just kind of laying there. I don't know. She put up a bullshit fight, not enough to even kind of make up for the whole bullshit that she did her entire. Poor girl, poor Shireen. Davos better put a fucking. If Davos
So
isn't
I'm assuming this brings Stannis to like instant bottom one.
Oh yeah,
bottom one.
Yep. Stannis needs to die.
So
Stannis needs to die right now.
Yeah, you
the
thought
Great Joys might come through.
You thought that Theon was going to be your most hated for a while, but Stannis
no,
is
Theon just needs to die too, just because still fuck
just
Theon.
put him out of his misery.
Yeah, put him out of misery. He's been plenty tortured though. I'll give it that. I'll give him that. Everything I could have wanted and more. Good job, Ramsay. But yeah, no, Stannis needs. Stannis needs to get captured.
Even Ramsay is tortured by him.
I actually hope that it's that it's not it'll probably be that Stannis will beat the Boltons, but I kind of hope that the Boltons beat Stannis at first before Littlefinger comes in, just so he could get tortured by the Boltons.
Tortured.
But I know it's probably going to be the other way, just so how like it's set up and how it would look better on Littlefinger's end if it was Stannis and not the Boltons that he defeated. Because like that wouldn't even make sense if he defeated the Boltons, because technically they're supposed to be the Wardens of the North anyways. Right. So that would look like active war.
No, but didn't Cersei get pissed at the Boltons for it? Because like Littlefinger told them
that he
about
Sansa.
Oh, so didn't tell her that he gave them
he's
Sansa.
So good. Fuck Littlefinger.
But
he's so good.
And it's just like I told my father we should have never trusted traitors.
That's
so she's already pissed at the Boltons.
So
anyway.
he could have do it anyways. Either way, so I hope it's the other way around. I hope the Boltons actually beat Stannis and
so that he gets tortured.
Yeah.
Worse than Reek.
Yeah. Oh my god, that would be a great setup. Oh, if they burn Shireen just so he can get tortured later? Oh man.
Still not worth it.
Still not worth it. Still not worth it for
Shireen was
Shireen.
such a good character.
I know. Poor. It's not even just about her. That's horrible that he burned his little daughter. She was so cute and so educated. She would have made a great queen.
Okay, so there's again a couple possibilities. So if Stannis wins, then,
either way, I think Littlefinger's coming out.
Well, no. There's two things as far as Davos is concerned.
Okay.
So if Stannis wins, Davos is going to come back and he's going to find out. If Stannis doesn't win, will Davos find out?
Stannis.
But okay.
Oh, you're saying if Stannis dies there
Right,
and then he comes back without Stannis? Oh, he'll never know.
Or I mean, if Stannis is being tortured,
yeah, okay. So
and
if Stannis
Davos
loses,
has no way to get
that's
to him.
actually a good point. If Stannis gets captured and tortured, and
And
Melisandre
there's
still
no way
walks
for-
the wall because she still somehow seduces the Boltons, maybe even Roose, or somehow, and then she's still there while Roose is there, then I guess he could come back not knowing that it even happened. He'd even probably try to come in and save Stannis again before then Littlefinger coming in. That's true. But yeah, I don't know. I still see Stannis winning somehow.
Okay. So how do you think Davos will react when he finds out?
I hope it's a fucking knife through his chest. And if he
Through
doesn't, then
Stannis.
he needs to go to the wall and just say the fuck away for Stannis. But I will disown Davos. Davos will be just as bad as Stannis if he knows, and he still stands behind Stannis.
Right.
And I guess if Stannis lies and said he sent them back somewhere, or put them somewhere, and just doesn't tell her what happened, I guess Davos will never know. I'm just saying, as long as he knows, and he helps him, he's disowned. He's cut off.
Lord Snow actually says they feel sorry for Stannis because Melisandre brainwashed him, and
Maybe with their chemicals, yeah.
and like was able to just keep on putting this because like she knows that Stannis is all about duty. This is like my destiny. Like this is the only way to make. So like she just kept on pushing the right buttons.
He still allowed her around him.
Yeah.
Early on.
And it's his freaking daughter.
It's his daughter. I don't care how you want to spin it. It's his daughter.
Montana Donaldson wants to know: was this the worst episode 9 death?
No.
I mean, I know that.
I know probably a lot more people were like heartbroken about that, and I apologize.
Worst
a lot of people are gonna
worst in context. I mean, maybe not. She wasn't like in your top 3 or anything, but like
context
wise.
Context, yes. Burning an innocent child to the stake is really fucked up. Again, guys, I don't think you really understand how much I love Robin Talissa. I know you guys thought I was like kidding about that, but like I really love Robin Talissa, and so especially them just finding a baby and Rob getting more confident. It was the last foothold I had in this fucking show, and they ripped it through, and I just fell endlessly down to a dark pit. So once you're in a dark pit and shit happens, you're almost desensitized to it. Yeah. Like, I know that it's this show. I think that's what it is too. I think just because there's been so many episode 9s, we'll call it, like I'm a little more like, not even just because I know something bad's gonna happen, just because there's been so many deaths in this show. And there's been so many fucked up deaths. And, like, after seeing the torture scenes and the rape scenes and, like, what they've insinuated with Sansa and stuff like that, like, it's really fucked up. But at least they didn't show it how they were showing Mance. Like, they showed Mance burning, you know, like, and they were, like, you could see him screaming and stuff like that. If they had done that, I think I would have had more of, like, a scared, like, fucked up reaction. But I just think, like, it was more just disappointment in Stannis because I knew that it was going to go one of two ways. Either she was going to get burned or she wasn't. And once I saw that it was going to go that way, I really didn't until like the last second before like she fully burned. Because even when she was still tied up there, I thought if she was going to get saved. So then it was more just a set in disappointment and frustration with Stannis, you know? Not even more like, wow, I can't believe that happened. Because I could see him doing that. It's just like, I didn't think he was going to.
Right.
But man, fuck him.
So we kind of already talked about this, but
Fuck
Simon Shaw wants to know should that scene have been the end. So like either have that happen and then end on a high note like it just did, or have the nice Daenerys thing happen and then end on the low note.
They should have ended on the low note. Actually, no, that was badass how it ended with the dragon.
Yeah, I mean, it was a really good ending.
Real fast, yeah. Yeah, let's go to that. That was awesome.
Or just push that back one episode because, like, you know, season finales tend to end pretty nicely as far as setting up the next season. Where you know, like in season 1 you had like the King of the North, and like season 4 finale was your favorite actually, where it was like Arya going to Braavos.
Yeah.
And it was
John becoming Lord Commander.
I
think that was John becoming Lord Commander.
No, that was the episode right after that, where Stannis saved John.
Oh, that's right. Stannis saved John. That's right.
Yeah, so I mean, could have just put it in a later episode, maybe.
Yeah.
Like, just let episode 9 be the episode 9 that it always is.
Yeah.
And then let episode 10 be the happy, just like lead into the next season.
I like that because you don't always have to have like it's the same. I don't know. I got after especially watching them this quickly and with this repetition. You get kind of tired of watching the same story arc happen over and over, and I kind of felt the highs and the lows. I was telling you, I was like, I get 2 of these episodes, and I'll get one of these, and then they'll give me another good one. So I kind of like that they gave me that, I did
a little bit of happiness,
a little bit of happiness in a 9, which is cool. So, which also made me really scared because I was like, fucking Daenerys gonna die right now, or is Missandei gonna die right now?
Because after Shireen, it's just like fuck.
I was like,
go from here.
Wait the fuck up a minute, and then that's
they did kill Hizdahr Zolorek.
Thank God he was gonna fucking betray them anyways, probably. Which surprisingly, because he did control those guys though, which is surprising. I really thought he was in charge of those guys. The Sons of the Harpy. I really thought he was.
Yeah. So
but they killed Hizdahr Zolorek.
Now,
and the Harpies were killing everyone, though.
Yeah.
You saw that? I hope you saw they killed, Masters, too, for whatever reason.
Maybe the Masters that didn't agree with,
maybe the ones that were
putting fear into other Masters to get them to join the Sons of the Harpy.
Yeah.
So I think we've kind of, done Shireen to death now. Sorry, pardon me. Yeah, let's since we're talking about Daenerys, let's go there. So you've been pretty tough on Dario. You're like he's gonna betray her, but he had her back hardcore this episode.
Yeah, but he's not gonna.
He was also being pretty sneaky with that knife and
shit. He was trying to be too much. It's the fact that he likes her, and that's why I think he'll betray her is because of his jealousy, and he does get jealous.
Well, but Hizdahr just died.
Hizdahr just died, but that doesn't change the fact that
Jorah did just come back.
Jorah did just come back, and also it doesn't matter whoever she likes. I don't think she'd like Jorah like that, but I'm saying she's willing to do that with Hizdahr. She's willing to do that with another person, and so also, I didn't like her little weird fucked up love triangle that she had going on too, and so it was just a whole myriad of things that I didn't like with Hizdahr and with Dario. But I still think Dario is not going to be truthful all the way to the end. I think he's going to betray her.
So Malene Bach wants to know, where do you think Dany will go, or is it just or is it just Drogon who's controlling the way? Does she have?
You know what? She's probably going to go to Valyria, ancient Valyria.
Well, that's where Jorah got the grayscale.
Yeah, hopefully she doesn't go there, but she'll probably go there.
Okay.
Or Drogon will go there.
Okay.
If she's not controlling him. If she is controlling him, then obviously she wouldn't be taken to.
Okay. So, Mr. Biggles, now that Dany has become a dragon rider like Aegon and his sisters, we already talked about this a while back when you first heard about Aegon and his sisters riding the dragons. You made some predictions. Now that things have progressed a little bit farther, have you changed your mind at all? Who you think may be riding the other 2 dragons, if anyone?
Arya.
You still said because you said Arya last time.
I still think Arya.
Okay. Because she is in Essos right now. She's in Bravo, same continent.
And Missandei.
Okay.
Oh my god, if Tyrion could ride a dragon, that would be fucking badass. Possibly Tyrion.
Okay.
Because he does have a lot of, every fucking time, they do pan to him being so fucking amazed by dragons. So, they could have that, a little tie, and to give him a thing to have during wartime, that would be badass. But, if they're gonna make it a female, all-female kind of thing, then I would say Missandei.
Okay. So Missandei and Arya?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have...
I know that's a weird...
Do you have any idea... I mean, this is kind of tough to go off of because you don't really know too much about Rhaegal and Viserion, but you do know who they're named after.
Yeah.
Do you know which one, since you're saying those 2, which one would ride Rhaegal, which one would ride Viserion?
Probably Tyrion with Viserion and...
Okay, so wait, are you kicking out so you're saying Arya and Tyrion?
Yeah, Arya and Tyrion.
So, because you were talking Arya and Missandei originally. So.
Yeah, sorry. After I thought about the fact that... Because in my mind I was thinking there could only be girls, but I guess there could be a guy riding it too. So I think it would be Tyrion, and I think Tyrion and...
so Tyrion on Rhaegal or Tyrion on Viserion?
Viserion.
Okay, and then Arya on Rhaegal.
I hope she wouldn't make Dario ride one. God, that might even be where he betrays her.
Okay.
God, if she's that stupid, that's where for sure. I'll make this prediction. If he does get to ride a dragon, that's when he's going to betray her.
Okay. So if Dario does betray her, is when he
gets to ride a dragon.
Okay.
Not even just to be... Oh, I guess I can't just say the minute he hops on a dragon, but like, if for sure, if he starts riding dragons, he's going to betray her for sure. But hopefully she's not that stupid.
So Bob Nate Coley wants to point out that yes, Daenerys escaped, but Tyrion, Dario, and Jorah were still like in the middle.
Yeah, right.
So what's going to happen with that?
I don't think she's controlling him.
Okay.
Because I think if she controlled him, she'd come back and like try to like make sure they're okay or like
kill the rest of the guys.
Kill the rest of the guys.
They were still. I mean, she did burn most of them, and a lot of them started running away. But
doesn't mean they couldn't came back and try to kill them. No, I was thinking that too. I didn't want to always be the one to like point out all the bullshit, but I was thinking that. I was like, why she just left them? But maybe she's not, and maybe that's why she'll go to Ancient Valyria if she does go somewhere random.
Okay.
Hopefully, and he doesn't kill anybody on the way, and she has to watch. That would be fucked up. I hope this is like building their bond together, and then showing like the downfall of her old civilization, and like Drogon's way of like trying to educate her in a way. But
so, what do you? The Queen of Thorns wants to ask you. Ooh. Yeah.
Oh,
hey,
wow.
Hey, Queen of Thorns.
Hey, Lady Olenna.
Wants to know your thoughts on Tyrion and Daenerys both kind of ganging up on his Dar when he was talking. Like
everyone's ganging up on his Dar. His Dar's taking some fucking slugs, though. Good for his Dar. I'll give him that. Dario was throwing knives at him. Tyrion was throwing mental knives at him.
And he's
and
like,
then even
you're a very eloquent man, but doesn't mean you're gonna be right.
Yeah, and then even when his fucking wife right next to him was like, she's like, nope, still like, you never fought anybody though. She's like, oh my god. Back in high school, some high school bullshit.
Now, this is calling back quite a few, well, I mean, I think it was still this season. But yeah, so Maurice Reed wants to know if Drogon actually killed that child, or if it could have been set up by the Masters to give Daenerys a reason to chain up.
That would be cool as fuck if that was that he didn't burn. Not that like he got set up that it's cool, but it's cool that if he didn't actually burn the kid, he may have not burned the kid. But either way, like him flying around could have done it. Like I'm not putting. I mean, I know it's fucked up, but also he's an animal. Like, I can't really put it past that, you know what I'm saying?
Just watched episode 9, so Shireen just died, and
yeah,
and Danny just rode off on a dragon. We're talking about that right now.
So yeah, but yeah, I think so. Either way, like Drogon being an animal, things happen, and if they did kill the kid, oh well. Not oh well. I know it's still fucked up, and I would have done the same thing to her, in her opinion, like in that decision making at that time, but. Still, I don't think it changes too much at this point whether or not he killed the kid. I mean, it would if she could somehow find out he didn't kill the kid, then that would make her love them even more. But either way, she just needs to train them better.
Okay. Montana Donaldson has a few questions on this as well. Did you actually expect Dany to fly Drogon in this moment?
Not at all.
How does that change her character?
She's gonna get stronger. And she'll be able to get a different perspective, and hopefully it pushes her to fucking Westeros already, because she needs to get the fuck out of Essos.
Marine is going to shit.
Essos. I've been saying that. I still say that. She's not going to rule the world. She needs to calm her ass down. That's almost insane, especially with the technology present, to try to rule both nations.
Well, but...
Either she was A, going to abandon Essos. I know that's what the point of Hazdar or whatever... But that wasn't even a strong bond. Like, that was dumb on her to even trust him after multiple
Tyrion said it was actually a wise decision
to marry in.
To marry in.
If she needs to. But in that specific situation, he said it showed that she's willing, her willingness to, you know, those are the type of decision makings that queens do. And I agree. But that specific is not where she needs to. She can't also, like, I get that's good because you could have provisions sent to you and stuff like that if you're fighting a war. But either way, to be able to try to manage, especially because she hasn't either stay there for like 10 years. I know it sounds crazy, but to stay there for 10 years and like really establish
She hasn't even really been focusing on Westeros though. She has been focusing on Marine.
Yeah, but for a small amount of time. I mean, I mean, we're still looking at maybe a year, and she just got there too.
Right.
You know my point? Like, and she hasn't even enlisted any of those people. She's still fighting with the same Unsully that she got there with.
Okay.
And whatever what were they called?
The Second Sons.
And the Second Sons. She hasn't even actually won the respect of their fighters and their city to then get them too. You know what I'm saying? If she had asked like people from Marine. And even if she went back and then
or some of the former slaves, even although they're not really probably trained though.
Either way, she could train them by the Unsullied. The Unsullied could train, or Grey Worm could lead that. Either way, she could drop her army so much fatter, and it looked more like Essos, the free cities of Essos, going to Westeros to then free Westeros from or whatever she wants. But my point is that like she can't keep dancing this middle game where she's like, I might go to Westeros, but I'm staying here for a little while right now. Like it's like saying you have a boyfriend.
So basically,
she's like trying to work on a regular relationship while she's dating somebody else.
Shit or get off the pot.
Exactly. Like fucking either go or don't go for a while and just forget it. Because I know that she's even though she's not talking about it, I know she's still gonna leave soon. And that's what pisses me off. It's like, what the fuck was the point of all that then? Because you're just gonna leave then, which she should leave at this point, or stay and get that shit stable as fuck. Don't dance in the middle because she's gonna get caught with her hand in the cookie jar.
So can't do both.
No.
Okay.
Can't have your cake and eat it too.
Cannot stabilize and then leave. All right.
Or
at least not in
this amount of time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
And make better decisions because she's not making the right even for the quick decisions, she's not doing that correctly. If she would, I know it's a fucked up decision, but if she would have killed all the masters in every city that did that, and then they should try to then technically, even though it's not the moral rightness, she probably could have gone to Westeros.
Weren't you
I'm
saying
not
she was
saying
wrong
she should.
for burning that one?
No,
master?
I'm not saying she should. I'm just saying that she's not making the decisions that she should be making if that's her plan. Is my point.
Okay.
The game that she's playing is the slow game, which I agree. You should play the slow game, but she's not playing it slow. She's still deciding to go to Westeros a lot. The quick game is kill everybody who's not talking to you.
So,
or that's not allowing you to act how you want to act.
After seeing Dany ride off on Drogon, Montana Donaldson wants to know if you think Tyrion now believes in Dany.
Oh yeah. I think that was the same thing, like the realization that Jorah had when she came out of the fire. I think it's a similar thing for. Okay. He's committed to her now.
And do you think, speaking of Jorah, do you think Jorah is forgiven for killing the son of the Harpy that was like sneaking up on Daenerys?
I hope so. But he needs to get that grayscale taken care of.
Yeah, because you were like, don't touch Daenerys!
I was like, what are you doing?
He's touching her with both hands. I'm like, it's on her wrist. It's on her wrist.
I just didn't like how free he was with it. She could have bumped. No, man. If you really care about Daenerys, stay the fuck away from her like that.
Right. Lamar Porter wants to just know if you've noticed that Bran, Hodor, and Mira haven't been in all of season 5, but I think
you kind of
we talked about it at the end of season 4. I edited it out of our discussion, but sorry about that.
I mean, either way, it wasn't like he gave me anything.
It's not like
he just told me the books didn't catch up necessarily to where this is at, so it's not like a spoiler.
Bran's story was mostly caught up. Like basically in the books, Bran got to the tree, and I think did just like a little bit, but not enough to like cover a whole season's arc.
Yeah.
So you know what? Since we're on Essos, we'll stay on that continent. Liz, yes. Liz wants to say that Arya has had a true test of her commitment to the Faceless Men. Not only has she seen her,
she failed,
but she even lied to Jaqen about her mission to poison her target, the Thin Man. So what do you think she will do next? Because she said tomorrow she'll kill the Thin Man.
She'll kill the Thin Man and maybe kill Mary and Trant on the same day.
Okay.
Either way, she's failed Jaqen, and she'll probably be kicked out.
Okay. Because she did, like, even though she killed the one guy that they wanted,
she didn't follow what she needed to be a faceless person. She's just following Arya Stark's vendetta.
So if she kills both, she's kicked out. If she does just kill the Thin Man, there's a few possibilities. Doesn't kill anybody, kills the Thin Man, kills Mary Trant, or kills both. What's most likely to happen? What happens in each of those situations?
What's most likely to happen is she kills them both, in my opinion.
Okay.
If I was her, I'd kill them both, and then just lie about killing Mary Trant. And if that happens, then there's a chance that he doesn't find out about Mary Trant, and she can still continue to do what she's doing, and he just watches her. But he might still find out. If she doesn't kill the Thin Man and kills Mary Trant, he'll definitely know for sure, and he'll kick her out. Okay. If she doesn't kill Mary Trant, she kills the Thin Man, maybe it'll redeem herself for her past discretion. And then if she doesn't kill anyone, then I think he'll see through her bullshit and be like, alright, listen, what's going on? You haven't killed the Thin Man. Yeah. Obviously, he doesn't give a shit about her killing Mary Trant. At least not outwardly. He may somehow allude to that being a part of it, but after. But I don't think he cares.
Okay. People are also asking about like the Mace Tyrell singing. And, talking to.
He was a little smarter, a little more savvy than I thought.
Minecraft.
Minecraft from Sherlock. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that's
all I can
You know
think.
the phrase, "A Lannister always pays their debts," but now Mace is there. So thoughts on how that's going to be going?
I don't know. Mace is a lot better of a schmoozer than I thought, at least. And I like how he called them gamblers and like understood their actual worth, and like that's really how you get people to do what you want is when you get their worth. And so, he might play the game well enough to like be dumb enough to try, but then I still feel like they're already backing Stannis, so
Right.
and they're gonna lose their bet on Stannis, which may be what Mace says. And he's like, "You back them, they didn't. We will. The Tyrells always have this and that."
And the Tyrells actually have money.
Yeah, and the Tyrells still have money, and they're not in war right now, so he might have that little position. Either way, the bank is doing very, very bad, and I don't actually. If they continue to allow people to not pay them, like Stannis, then like that's dumb on their part to continue to like, because they're not. I don't know how they made any money at that point.
Yeah.
I don't know how people are so afraid of them.
Random question. Stephen Davis. Hello, Joey and Brian. I really like the reaction videos you guys make. I have a question for Joey that could settle a bet between me and my friend. Joey, what is your ethnicity? Are you part Hispanic, or is there a person of color in your lineage?
I'm person of God. I'm part black. If that's what you're asking, I don't have to call it a man of color. But yeah, my dad's half black. I'm black. I'm quarter black. I'm mixed. But I mean, I'm more than that too. I don't have any Hispanic in me, but I do live in California, so I'm tan. But
well, and I'm also one of the whitest people in California.
Yeah, so in the stark comparison,
as you people have been mentioning,
but,
being like, Brian, the lights are too bright. I'm like, no, that's just my skin.
No, that's just my skin. No, my sister looks a lot more ethnic than me.
On a 95,
she looks half black. I just look quarter black. I don't even look quarter black. I look white. Thank you.
I was just trying to show them that I'm pretty
She's
white.
also very white too.
And you're way whiter than me.
I am one of the.
I wonder what was your bet? Recomment again. I want to know who won the bet. And who was saying, nah, there's no way that kid's full white. Fuck him. Nah, but I'm Indonesian. I'm part Native American. I'm like part black. I mean, I know it sounds like not that much, but like it has influenced me a lot. I don't want to just seem like I'm like, oh, I'm an 8th Cherokee. Like, I am really part black, but yeah, I don't look it at all.
We thought I was 164th Lakota Sioux, but apparently my...
That's what I'm talking about.
My genealogy in the family.
My aunt is a genealogist. So I do know that I'm German, Italian, English, Irish, French, Russian, Polish, Swedish, and Austrian. I also thought I was Native American.
World War.
But, yeah. No, I'm like a quarter German and a quarter Italian. The other half of me is like mutt.
Oh, so. Yeah.
Celtic and Polish, that's it.
Nice. I wish I was so simple. I feel so confused. I fight for so many flags. I like being mixed. I just rep being mixed. So shout out to all the mixed people out there. Don't worry, you're just yourself. You're just mixed. You're not anyone. Don't try to be anyone you're not.
All right. So, thanks for that.
Hopefully you won your bet.
Yes. Whoever won, tell us how much it was. How much it was for.
Yeah. Jumped into
for $100, Joey's mixed. Like, nah, bullshit. That's a good bet.
Oh, actually, one more thing for Mr. Biggles. What was your favorite fight?
Biggles.
What was your favorite fighting style from the pits?
Probably the knife. I like that slow, like the quick, like you know, the quick versus slow match, and I like the fact. I mean, it's sad that the guy died, but I like the fact that they keep it even in the show, and it's not always the quick that favor the strong. Sometimes the strong win, but I'm more pro to like quickness over brawn or over strength, and like long range versus short range. I like arrows a lot. I like bows, but I think that was probably my favorite fighting style. And I swear to God, Jorah was just lucky. That was a good throw. I'll give him that. That was not luck. That was a good ass throw, and he saved her life. That was the coolest thing he did in the pits. Everything else was just him not dying.
It was that one guy was just toying with him. He looked kind of like a water dancer from Bravos. Like he kind of
really did the way he moved.
Like the way that you've seen like Arya practicing and like how.
Well, anybody who like does fencing, like that's because I used to do fencing for a little while, and that's like they use those kind of like thin blades and stuff like that. So it seems like the people from Bravos do fencing some type of, or at least the water dancers do. So I like that fight style too, but he also wasn't doing enough. He should have just killed him.
Okay. So
plus he added like to the throat. You just kill that guy. You don't just wait, and you don't even know there's a guy behind you.
Before we head over to the wall, Neo Planter just wants to know your just general thoughts on the story and plot line as a whole. I mean, I know there's a lot of different plot lines. compared to like previous seasons?
It's not my favorite plot line, just because it's really.
Some of them are good. Some of them are. Like,
some of them are good. Some are bad. It's not even that it's not my favorite. It's like it's hard to say. Okay. I love all of them so far, kind of the same. It's just I enjoyed the scale, I guess, of what they looked at, because it's kind of like everything's going on. It's like still the same amount of like drama, still the same amount of fighting, still the same amount of like situations and also ways things can go. But I really like the quippy talking like of King's Landing and like season 3 and how it was like you didn't really know too much about all this other stuff, and it wasn't as like, you know. So I really like that scale of it, but it's not like I didn't like how when they scaled up. It's not like I don't like this now. I love this now. It's just like I missed when it was like a war of kings and not, you know, whatever the fuck. I mean, this is just everyone being stupid until this huge ass fight happens, and so but I like this too. This seems more like a movie to me, honestly. These a lot more seem like movies to me than just like.
Well, they do have better production quality.
That
like
too.
They've got more money.
That too. So yeah. So these feel like
but you can definitely
better.
tell like a different writing style.
The writing was better, honestly, in my
think
opinion.
The writing's better now?
No, was better.
Oh, was better
prior. The writing was much better prior
because it was
conversations
a little bit more in line with the books.
Exactly, and the books were just amazingly well written. So
well,
like even
so
like,
you think?
Yeah. Well, if they're going off of what the dialogue, I mean, I'm assuming most of the dialogue is the same. The dialogue was amazing in the first like 4 seasons, and then I think it's kind of like got a little off, but not much. But and they made up for it. Like also there wasn't dragons that Daenerys was flying around on in the first. So there's pros and cons, but I still think I really. So
some stories are still really cool. Some stories are.
And I liked when Varys and Littlefinger were in the capital at the same time. It was just I really liked some stories. I really liked Robb and Melissa's story, so that was a huge component of that decision too. So it's just, but I do like these on their own too. Not to say that I don't.
Yeah. Oh, actually, one more question about in Essos before we head over to the wall. So back to the Queen of Thorns.
Queen of Thorns.
If Joffrey had lived, would he be too old? Would he be too old for Mirren Trant?
Thank you, Queen of Thorns, for that one. That was good. Well placed in the right episode too. I like that joke. Nicely done. Yeah. Yeah, he would have been too old.
Oh,
yeah, he would have been too old.
Okay. Oh, and people were answering about Tommen. He was like 9 or 10 in the books, and I think he's
that answers so much more in how he acts.
I think he's like 13, 14
in the show. Yeah, okay. So the books, I understand now. Okay.
You know what I want to know?
I really couldn't. If he was like 16.
What happened to Sir Pounce?
What happened to Sir?
Oh yeah.
He just kind of disappeared.
Yeah, we haven't seen Sir Pounce since he was in bed with that first time that Marjorie was with him.
Yeah. Oh man. But yeah, no, fuck Joffrey, fuck Mirren Trant. Mirren fucking Trant.
Alright. So basically everybody...
I do miss the Hound.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
That was tough.
I do. As much as he's fucked up, I miss the Hound.
He had some good lines.
I really fucking thought he was gonna make it...
What the fuck is a Lami?
What the fuck is a Lami? I really thought he was gonna be at the wall. I really thought.
Yeah.
I was so surprised he didn't become a Night's Watchman. That was like a huge fucking blow to the show. I was like, in what world do you not bring the guy afraid of fire to the place where that's the only thing that can save them? Like, how do you not have that fucking story arc go on, George R? I'm sorry, but I'll call bullshit on that one. Yeah. That was dumb to kill him off there.
But he was able to fight his fear for fire in the fight against Beric Dondarrion.
Barely, though. And it wasn't even, you barely even knew about it. It still growed after that. They still built up his fear of fire even after that, for whatever reason. Teasing you, making you think he was going to be part of something else. I don't know. I don't give a fuck at this point. It's just every time I think that I know something for sure, he's like, no, you don't. No, you don't. And it just changes it on me. So, it's hard.
Yeah. So, yeah, a lot of people are asking your thoughts on the wall, you know, taking the wildlings over.
He needs to check Alicent.
Well, Alistair said, you've got a good heart, but you're going to get us all killed.
He's not. He's still full of shit. I mean, either way, Jon had no other decision because he had 50
Otherwise,
men.
all of those people were going to get added to the army of the dead.
Yeah, or even not knowing that, they could have still attacked, and then what happens then? Right. And they should, or let's say they do get added to the army of the dead, and then the army of the dead attacks, and you saw what just happened there with everybody. So it's like, there's no way Jon had any other decision besides that. He still needs to figure out how he's gonna man everybody and get everything taken care of. Like,
So
he needs to come up with something quick.
Well, and also just kind of communicate a little bit better, because like some of those people weren't at Hardhome. They need to know what happened.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, he needs to let everybody know immediately. None of this coy, dumbass shit like, I shot an arrow.
Oh, right.
Like, shut the fuck up, John. Tell him what happened. He's like, there was an attack. Like, John, tell them what the fuck. He's still, like, waiting for them to ask more. I sort of like, what are you waiting for, John? Tell them what the fuck happened.
Torment.
Yeah.
We were making fun of John earlier because, like, right before Hardhome, like, they were talking in the Wildling tent, and one of the Thens is just like, what happened to Mance Raider, and John's like, I killed him. And he's just like,
I put an arrow through him. What are you doing, John?
And like, he just stood there, like, let everybody get riled up, and waited for Tormund to explain it.
He's like, Tormund,
fucking John.
They need to make a good.
He was my final enemy.
They need to make a video of that, like a playoff, and then Tormund being like, no, wait a second. Like,
that's not how we
die. John, what are you saying? No, you didn't kill him. He saved him. It was merciful. What are you doing, man? We had a plan. He, like, threw him under. Tormund had to work from behind because John's dumbass.
So he needs to work on his communication skills a little bit more.
Yeah, he needs to check everyone right now and immediately tell them exactly what happened.
Quiet man.
They all came up quietly and just looked at him. He needs to let them know that kind of stuff and not just be like, there was an attack and there's a lot of them. Like, I have no idea what he's going to tell them, and I hope it's something good. He needs to get better at that.
Keeps it short and simple.
He needs to tell Sam. Sam's good at communicating.
We'll let Tormund speak for him.
Apparently Tormund's great. Tormund knows how to talk.
Well, I mean, alright, they wouldn't listen to Tormund, but maybe Sam.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, like, because...
Yeah, Sam they might listen to. Hopefully they talk to Sam.
I love Sam.
Because Sam has actually killed a White Walker, too?
Yeah, he was the first person to.
Nobody else
he took that ass whipping a couple episodes ago.
So. Alright. Let me just double check. Oh, I know we kind of went over this a lot at the very beginning, but Melina Martin wants to point out that we've talked about how George R. R. Martin gets inspiration from historical and mythical events. The parallel with Agamemnon, who sacrificed his daughter in order for the gods to let the winds rise so his fleet could attack Troy, is
was that the fucking thing?
So
I didn't know that was a part of the lore.
So was Stannis right to dismiss his feelings
No.
to act like a chief of war?
No.
To do okay, yeah.
No, he's the shittiest father on the planet.
No,
Yeah.
he's the shittiest person on the planet.
Yeah.
Who burns their daughter alive?
First of all, if anyone's seen,
But he just wants to be king.
Not
Who
that,
cares?
not that this is the merit of like all, I think it was Greek. Is that Greek mythology or Roman mythology? That's Greek mythology.
Agamemnon, I think, was Greek.
Yeah,
Don't ask
not
me.
to be like the end all be all of Greek mythology, but if you saw the movie Troy, everyone knows you don't like Agamemnon. So already he wasn't a pillar of fucking. Like, maybe in their lore, but they also did a lot of fucked up shit in Greek mythology. So, if you actually read all of, like, what actually happened in the Greek mythologies,
Zeus was
but
a pimp.
Zeus was fucked up.
Yeah.
Anyways, but, so, yeah, no, I don't think neither Agamemnon nor Stannis should still be living. Fuck Stannis. Stannis needs to die. Calling for Stannis' head. Fuck Stannis.
Not
calling
until
for him to
Littlefinger
get
gets there.
Yeah, and also not until he's done getting tortured. I really hope he gets tortured.
Oh, so okay.
I think.
Well, you said you hope that the
I really hope the Boltons. I don't think they will.
You hope the Boltons will win so
I
that he
hope.
gets tortured, but you don't think he will.
I don't
You
think
think
he will.
Littlefinger's going to be the one who kills him.
Man,
Yeah.
you really like the Boltons and torturing.
No,
Yeah.
it's just he really hates
Yeah.
Stannis.
No, because he says the same thing about Theon all the time.
No, but like
He's
after
like, I love the fact that Ramsay's torturing him.
I know, like
but,
Ramsay.
yeah, but you didn't see the episode where Sansa got raped. Like he just
No, I
like
didn't.
like Ramsay
Okay.
Ramsay
fucking
just
hate Ramsay
dropped
now.
instantly.
Yeah, no, I fucking
Good,
hate
'cause
Ramsay.
he's
I mean,
British.
he does have a good skill for torturing people, which will come in handy with.
And he's a very compelling actor to watch.
Oh yeah, he's a
Oh,
great
yeah.
actor to watch. He makes you like him at first, which is fucked up, and then he just does all that, which is like, wow. Even still, I was like, wow, that's really fucked up.
And
He's doing
still
this.
yet a graceful manner where you're like, I really, really hate you.
Yeah, fuck him.
Oh yeah, I guess we didn't talk about Doran at all.
Oh yeah.
So So yeah, Montana Donaldson wants to know if you think the Prince of Dorne, Trystane, will be a good addition to the small council.
We'll see. I mean, I like the fact that he was merciful, but I don't know what part of the small council he'll have. And also, we didn't even get to see what the fuck's happening with Cersei and with Marjorie and all them still.
Yeah.
That's still up in the air. That's crazy. They didn't even touch on that.
Yeah. Last like 15-20 minutes of the episode was all Daenerys.
Yeah.
And then before that was Shireen. Like, Shireen happened at the 30-minute mark. Like, I was looking at the timer. I'm just like...
That scene is so hard to watch.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Like, and you still have to continue watching
That was
after
a lot. Yeah, that was a lot.
So, but yeah, no, they didn't really do too much on that front. But yeah.
Anyways, depending on how that comes about with... If Cersei's on the council, it'll go badly. If Cersei's not on the council, it'll go great. Cersei's literally the only thing bad still left in... And depending on Kevin, I don't know how bad Kevin is, but the terrible Kevin. But depending on how he is as a person, if Cersei doesn't get out of the prison or somehow is not on the council, he'll do great.
So yeah, Dorne in general. Like, I know you really, really hate Ilaria.
Oh my god, how is she still alive? How? I mean, I know they did a little cop-out and look, if you weren't them. Shut the fuck up. There's so many ties in Dorne. Kill her. She'd willingly kill him. She definitely would kill... Yeah, she wants to start a war at any cost. And those three girls were pissed even when he was kissing her hand.
Did Oberyn start a war when his sister died? No.
Exactly. What the fuck? And he still didn't start a war even then. So no, she needs to get killed. Those girls need to be imprisoned, or they need to get they need to chill the fuck out.
So did you like Tristane's sense of justice?
Yeah.
When
he just hit too, bam.
It's just like, all right, I will show mercy, but Arya Hota gonna fuck you in the face.
Punch you in the face. Yeah, exactly. He's like, bam. I want to see Arya Hota fight.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because they were saying that like. When Arya Hota had the axe at Jaime's neck, he's like,
it would have been a good fight.
If you were a whole man, it would have been a good fight.
So I want to see how good of a fighter he is.
Yeah. So, yeah, just general. How do you think the final episode will go to set up season 6?
I think it'll be. I think the White Walk. I call this every season. I swear to God. I think the White
It'll
Walkers
happen eventually.
I'm gonna be right one of these fucking times. I think the White Walkers are gonna attack. The Whites are gonna attack. I think Stannis will get defeated all in one I hope all in one episode. I want to see some progression of things happen.
Then what would happen in season 6, 7, and 8? Because there's still 3 seasons left for you.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, they've made it. I never thought that any of this could happen from season 1 either. So
you thought the White Walkers were going to attack in season 1?
Yeah, I really did. Because I didn't know that was going to be...
everyone, though?
I really didn't think that, like, it was going to be such that was going to be, like, the looming doom over everyone. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I thought there was going to be at least a season during the winter, like, while all that was taking place, and, like, how they were dealing with the fact that there was White Walkers all over the land, and, like... You know, so and then maybe even a season after that. I just didn't know where their scope was going to be. So it's hard for me to judge, like, when shit's going to happen because I don't know how long the war with the White Walkers would take. I don't, like, you know, so Daenerys was walking through that one thing with, like, the castle when it was all snowing with the warlocks.
Yeah.
And so part of me thought that there was going to be, like, her coming after the White Walkers attacked and after the snow happened and after everyone got defeated, like, so then, which still might happen. So it's my time clock for when everything is happening is really hard to judge.
Well, but how about just like one episode? Because we've only got one episode left in season.
No, well,
so.
I still think that's gonna happen.
Okay.
I'm still hoping it just all happens in this one episode.
Yeah, it's kind of unfair to ask you to predict what's gonna happen in season 6, 7, and 8. So
yeah,
like
but I really hope that I personally would love to see everything get finished up very quickly with Stannis and with Littlefinger because things can just like look at Blackwater. Blackwater also could have been a much longer spread out through multiple episodes fight and then eventually Stannis losing and all this stuff. But like it ended like that and he just dipped. So I hope that it's like something like that. But there could be a possibility where it's like elongated over a couple episodes.
So let's go storyline at a time. The Wall.
The Wall, the White Walker, or everyone starts training. I don't think the White Walkers will attack. I know I want them to attack, but I don't think they'll attack.
Okay. And then now to Winterfell.
Winterfell, Stannis will be in charge.
Okay. So you don't
by the end of this season,
you don't think Littlefinger will attack?
Maybe that'll be the end of the episode, but he won't the very end. He'll be
he'll start heading that way, but
heading that way.
Attack. Yeah.
Exactly.
Because that would be like 2 battles in one episode.
Exactly.
Okay. So you think Stannis will take Winterfell? All right. Let's. Trying to think of what else is going on in that continent. King's Landing.
Cersei will be released.
Okay.
And
in this next episode.
Yeah. I just don't know how they're gonna do it yet, though. But I know they're gonna do
Marjorie.
Oh yeah, Littlefinger's still there actually.
Marjorie.
Isn't
Loras.
he? He is still there in King's Landing. I mean, I know he has a teleporter, so he can go wherever he wants. But technically, he's still in King's Landing, so he probably won't attack Stannis just yet. Maybe that's when he'll go. Is when Cersei gets out.
Okay.
Yeah, he'll get Cersei out, and he'll get Marjorie out, and he'll get
all three. Like,
all three out.
Marjorie, Cersei, and Loras. All of them in the same episode.
Yeah.
Okay. So all three of them released next episode. And then that's pretty much the end of the King's Landing storyline.
Yeah.
Okay. And then Arya.
Arya will be either kicked out or she'll get her training advanced.
Okay.
Or she'll be confronted about it. They really. I don't know their pace. If they don't want to, if they want to have a slow pace, they'll just confront her about her disloyalty. If they want to have a faster pace, they'll kick her out immediately. If they want a really fast pace, they can just train like quicken her training to like learn how to fight better.
Okay.
But there's not too much that can happen in the black and white. She's gonna have to kill them actually. So no. So yeah. So it'll be she'll probably either kill both of them, or we went through all those. Yeah, exactly. And then she'll get confronted about it. Or she won't get confronted about it at all, and then she'll keep hiding it and just go on by. I forgot she hasn't killed them, and he's already took it off.
Right. You're already just.
I'm just like, yeah, they're killed.
Well, it's already done.
I know. I can trust Arya.
Yeah. So, and then Mace Tyrell and the Iron Bank.
Mace Tyrell. I don't know what's gonna happen there.
Or if it'll even happen this season.
Or it'll even happen this season. It may not even be in the season because I just can't see with what the fuck he is to even offer.
And Daenerys and Meereen without Daenerys.
I don't know what's gonna happen. It just depends on where Drogon takes her. So if Drogon takes her to Valyria, then it'll be an episode of her learning like where people can't. I hope they do that. That'd be a cool way. As if he takes her there and like even
she
though
gets
there's
her own history and lore.
Exactly. Even that'd be dope. Even though there's those people with grayscale there, hopefully maybe they'll take her to a place or like higher up where there's like no people with a grayscale, or I don't know. Maybe Drogon will like scare them off, but. Either way, she'll go there, hopefully. If she doesn't go there, then hopefully she just gets their people and leaves, like, and goes. Or just starts killing it. Like, she needs to either get stability and then leave, or get stability and make sure everyone, like, and make sure that, like, all the places there are chill. Like, because she can't keep, like we were saying earlier, dipping her hand in both pockets.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
But in this episode, I think she'll probably go to Valyria. That makes more sense.
So, ready for the finale?
Oh, I can't wait for this.
All right, well, we got to sign off right now. Again, as always, thanks for watching.
Subscribe.
And
until next time.
Until next time.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.